Coach coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Portland River Hogs and our home team. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to happen?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off-play action. Bowman. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call. There. Now it's 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check 99, check 99, check 31, check 31.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Go, go, go.
He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Indy. Hey, Charlie. The ball. Get it.
Off the play fake. Bowman. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
On
1st and 10. Bowman. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a... Freight train off the edge. Calais Campbell with a sack.
Loss of 2 yards on the sack. It's 2nd down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll throw on second down and stick. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Stick looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shit.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet lead dribble. Lead dribble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stick back to pass. They'll buy some time right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
Right there, 56. Ready? Under 10.
Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stick. He'll get this one to Patrick. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Get it.
Stick from the gun, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
He'll look to throw. Then Wilson has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down and even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. He's got daylight. The 30, 10, touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. On 1st down. Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
57's the mic.
Off play action. Herbert. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
They see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
5.
Off play action, it's Stick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Bravo. Look at me. Go up, big rip.
3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, back up.
They're going to try and throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught at the 25. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Who that?
2nd and 1. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to go play action now with Stick. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. First and 10, Stick. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A shotgun throw for Stick to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Operating from the gun. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. On fourth down, Herbert looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mike 42. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
Ready?
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Stick. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6, let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 13. And caught by Henry. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Herbert. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 57's Mike. Mike, shoot.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Just like that.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.